Cliffhangers are mad annoying because it's like, fam, she got unalived and it was just like credits. It's like, what? What? I ain't have a chance to process what just happened.
Woke up this morning, feeling that shine. Whole team got the glow, You can see it in the stride. Got me feeling brand new, feeling brand new, feeling brand new, feeling brand new. Got me feeling brand new, feeling brand new, feeling brand new, feeling brand new. Yeah.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we are reviewing the brand new episode of Solo Leveling. I believe it's episode 10 of season 2. Man. I ain't gonna hold you. Solo Leveling been hitting all season. Solo Leveling has been hitting all season. This episode picks up right where the last one left off. Brother. Top tier. But picks up right where it left off. They were doing they set up a sparring session. So we see the S ranks of Korea and the S ranks of Japan going toe to toe, just in a friendly sparring match, or what we thought was a friendly sparring match. We see 4 S rankers from Korea, 4 S rankers from Japan going head to head, and Japan low key got the best of Korea. It was only 2 people that was really kind of fending for themselves and was actually standing toe to toe with them, which was Hae-in and the leader of the White Tigers Guild. But outside of them 2, everybody else got packed out. Everybody else got packed out. One of the people went berserk. It was a lot going on. He tried to sneak Hae-in, and Hae-in, out of reflex, kind of pieced him up and made him bleed, and then he went berserk. And then, yeah, it was kind of interesting just to see their dynamic. Jinwoo ended up breaking up his little berserker rage situation. And he was just like, yo, should we call it quits? Because you look like you're trying to hurt somebody, and we just sparring. It kind of shuts it down. So then that intrigues the Japanese guild leader to step up and be like, hey, since you're supposed to be a mage type, but you stopping them mid-combat, how about you spar with me? So Jinwoo was like, all right, only if you go all out. So he feels like Jinwoo's taking him lightly, so he takes offense. They start going head to head. It ends up getting serious because the Japanese guild leader gets serious and almost takes Jinwoo's eye out, but he kind of caught him at the last second. And then they were about to square up for real, and then everybody shut it down. It was like, whoa, chill. We not trying to go that far. And it was just interesting just seeing the dynamic of the different dynamic of the different S-rank hunters from Japan and from Korea. And then it was also interesting just seeing how freaking developed Jinwoo was. Like, he was chilling fighting Buddy. Like, he wasn't even breaking a sweat for real. But even when Buddy started getting serious, he still was just like, all right, you cut me a little bit, but only because I wasn't expecting you to go for real. But yeah, that episode was super duper fire. We get insight on the Jeju Island raid. We see the S rank healer that said he wasn't gonna come ends up signing up to come. We see so many people from Jinwoo's past signing up to participate in the defense force to pretty much guard Korea, just in case the ants make their way off the island and try to invade the city. Excuse me. We see Ki-hoon on one of the ships guarding the island. And then we see the S-rankers pretty much make their assault. And we also see that Jinwoo is not amongst the S-rank hunters that decided to go on the raid. He actually decided to hold back because of his mom, which is understandable. I get it. But what he did do was add his shadows. He added 5 shadows to 5 of the S-rank hunters. So if at any given time he want to pull up, I guess he can. He could just swap with the shadows. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic. But we cut to the ants, and we see the queen of the ants giving birth to a giant egg that will possibly lead their ants further in battle than she can. And we see it was giving real Hunter Dark Continent Killer Ant vibes. Like it was giving Birth of Merwin type of vibes. I was like, all right, I see what y'all doing here. So I'm excited to see how this ends up playing out. I know a little bit, but I don't know how we get there. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. So we see, of course, the Japanese S-rank hunters, the diversion team, setting up around the island to cause a diversion to the other ants to be drawn to them, and they're pretty much slaughtering the ants. And then we see the infiltration team in the helicopter about to land, but they're also starting to get attacked by flying ants, and that's when the leader of the Hunters Guild starts going crazy with the fire from the helicopters. Then they land, they infiltrate. Pretty much they get to the cocoon, or the little egg area where all the ant eggs are, and they see the huge ant egg that has now been broken out of, but the whole egg room seems empty, and they haven't really come up against any hostility since they've been in the nest. And so they're looking for the queen, trying to find her. They haven't found her. Then we cut to, of course, Jinwoo doing his daily quest and realizing that nobody's really around because a lot of the hunters have signed up for the defense force, and a lot of like the A rank and B rank hunters are in the water guarding the water around the island. And so he's just like, well, just enjoying his time in his day and taking care of his mom, taking care of his sister. Then we cut back to one of the S rank hunters from Japan in the diversion team, and we see that he got injured by one of the ants, and he's talking to one of the S rank healers that's with him, and he's just like, hey man, hurry up and heal me. So we see another wave of these ants coming up, and she just talking junk and just being playful, like, oh, I'll heal you if you do this for me, or if you give me something, if you give me some money, if you pay me. And he's just like, hey man, stop playing, just hurry up. We got a whole nother wave of enemies coming. Like you doing too much. And before she could even cast any sort of spell to heal him, she stands up and immediately gets decapitated and unalived by what I'm assuming is the large ant that the queen birthed. And yeah. The episode ends right there, and I was just like, whoa, wait a minute, like how y'all just gonna set us up with this fire of an arc? We see them sparring, they get to the island, they going crazy, and then it's just like, find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Like, fam, we try and get to the action. Like that's been my main complaint this whole season in Solo Leveling. The episodes have been fire, the fights have been amazing, animated beautifully. However, these cliffhangers are mad annoying because it's like, fam, she got unalived and it was just like credits. It's like, what? What? I ain't have a chance to process what just happened. But yeah, next week's episode is gonna be very, very interesting. For this man, this arc is already looking to be super promising. Jinwoo climbing the demon tower was super interesting, and fighting the demon monarch, that was super interesting. Now we're going to Jeju Island, which low-key, like I said, is giving Hunter x Hunter Dark Continent ant vibes, and it's just like, I'm interested to see how this one's gonna play out, because that's one thing about Hunter x Hunter that bothered me, is I didn't like the way that Merwin was defeated. I didn't like that. I didn't like how they concluded the whole ant. Yeah, that bothered me. The way they ended that ant arc. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Solo Level. For me, it's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This episode is 10 out of 10. If I could give it more, I would. Give it 12, 13, 14. It was a solid episode. Solid episode. Action-packed from beginning to end. And thoroughly enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments below how y'all felt about it. If y'all were tapped in with the new episode, if you have any favorite moments or points in this particular arc, we can talk about it in the comments. If you have any favorite moments from this episode, definitely chop it up in the comments with me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way we can be notified anytime that we drop a new video on the channel, which is every day. So stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay locked in, and never forget, it's FreeSoul to the show free. Let's get it.